The Lakers just got way too powerful with this big news from Shams Charania involving the status of LeBron James and his progress on his return to play. Also, there's some more good news as this Laker rookie looks like he is finally ready to make his NBA debut, and the Lakers could really utilize his skill set. What's good? I'm Okechi Apakama, and this is Lakers Digest. Can get you another video. I'm pouring into everything we have for you for today's video. I just want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, because if you haven't noticed, this Laker season has started and it is exciting. So if you guys don't want to miss any of that Laker action, make sure you guys are subscribed to Lakers Digest. Now, without other words, hop straight into the topics we have for you today, as LeBron practice with South Bay. So we finally got some word on LeBron James practicing full 5-on-5, which is like the last hurdle for LeBron really to make his return to play. And we got this earlier from Shams Charania saying that LeBron James was assigned to the G League and he practiced with the South Bay Lakers in full in a 5-on-5 as he works towards his debut. He later went on NBA Today and more elaborated on that, saying that LeBron James felt good after practice and he looked good, and there was no real lingering signs of that sciatica on his right side that he is going through. And there is some even more good news, as Dave McMillan added, as should LeBron continue to progress and will be able to practice with the Lakers as early as next week as they return from their 5-game road trip that ends this Saturday. So very good news for the Los Angeles Lakers, as LeBron James, their guy, their second team all NBA last season, is going to return to play. And this Laker team, who has already started off better than expected, could definitely use a boost from the one and only LeBron James. And there's obviously been a lot of talk on how it's going to fluctuate and how it's going to function, but just first and foremost, it is very important for the Lakers to get their essential second best player on this squad back healthy and whole. And really, it just makes the Lakers even tougher to guard, because with the ascension of a guy like Austin Reaves and how well he's been playing, teams have really been keening into Luka and Austin heavily even more. So now they have to adjust one more time with adding LeBron James, who is the ultimate Swiss Army knife. And to all the people who are really just worried about, like I said, if this is going to work, or if LeBron is going to take more of the off-ball responsibilities, and I do think he is. I think people are really just overblowing proportion of what his return could look like, because this is the exact player that the Lakers could use at this moment, because LeBron James, even at age 40 plus, or going on to going to be 41 next month, he is still one of the most athletic players on this team, and the Lakers can definitely use his services defensively, as he has got a high defensive IQ and can call it every coverage, because he's seen every coverage, and really help a guy like DeAndre Ayton on that side of the ball as well. So LeBron James, there's a multitude of things that he's going to bring to this Laker basketball team, and it's not just obviously scoring the basketball. There's so much that LeBron is going to give the Los Angeles Lakers, just another high-level passer, just another guy that can be a sturdy defender, and making calls and doing calling out coverages and things of that nature, and just another guy that can be a menace in transition, because he is still one of the best transition players even at his advanced age. So there is a lot of things that LeBron could really add to this Los Angeles Lakers team, and he has been watching this team probably more intently more than anybody else, so he knows what this team kind of needs on a night-to-night basis. And more times than not, the offensive load is being covered by guys like Austin and Luka, but obviously LeBron James is going to help in that aspect, whether it's more of the catch and shoot variety, because the past couple of seasons he has been over a 40% catch and shoot three-point shooter. So LeBron kind of like fitting into what the Lakers are doing to now, I don't think it's going to take much. There are going to be some adjustments within the lineup. Obviously, we're going to see who is going to be the starting five once LeBron James returns to the starting lineup, and we'll see what kind of configuration JJ Redick goes around those guys. But for the time being, some of the other players who have been playing well in his absence, guys like DeAndre Ayton, who's had a nice little run of games here, Hachimura, who has been terrific as well, and then Marcus Smart, another guy who has been tremendous for the Los Angeles Lakers to start the season. All of those guys will kind of shift in their roles a little bit. Obviously, they're not going to have such as a high volume or high ask offensively, because you have LeBron James in that lineup. But then again, you do have LeBron James in that lineup, and he's a guy that can get all of those guys the basketball, especially in prime opportune spots. And like I said, he's going to be another high level player. So he's going to take another high level defender. So if you're going to put some of your two best guys on Luka and LeBron James, then that leaves a guy like Austin Reaves just time enough to cook. So what I'm really saying is I do think LeBron, just him coming back into the team is just going to make this Laker team so much harder to guard. And I do think he is going to help defensively, even at his advanced age, because of his ability to call out coverages and just do things on the defensive end that this Laker team really hasn't had, besides with the exception of Marcus Smart at the guard position, and then you have DeAndre Ayton. But now having another wing size player that can do sort of those things and also kind of do some of those small man, big man things. So even in those small ball groups the Lakers have been playing from time to time, we're going to see now LeBron James into that with guys like Jared Vanderbilt and Rui Hachimura. So the Lakers are going to even have some more versatility to work with on that side of the ball. But kind of speaking more on versatility and just more tools in the toolbox, the Lakers could be getting another player here on the horizon very soon, and Adou is nearing a return. And this is what been reported earlier in the week, that Adou Thiero is possibly returning on this road trip. But obviously now with only 2 games left on this road trip, it is very clear that Adou Thiero is going to be returning in one of those 2 games, or maybe even both of those games, as the Lakers will have next up against the New Orleans Pelicans, and then to finish off the road trip in Milwaukee against the Bucks. So he has a very high chance in playing in one or maybe even both of those games. Obviously, we'll see how the Lakers will bring him back here, but Adou Thiero is a guy that the Lakers can really utilize here. This was from early in the week from Kobe Price, saying that JJ Redick said that Adou Thiero is progressing and that he'd hope to be available at some point in the Lakers' current road trip. And then now we got even more information about that. This is from John Ireland, who is on the Lakers radio broadcast, and he was talking on ESPN LA earlier in the day, talking about how Adou Thiero is the person who we might see at the end of the road trip, and that's been the word that he's been getting. So obviously John Ireland, very close to the team, knows what's going on because he's covering them on a day-to-day basis. So it is very clear that Adou Thiero is going to be playing here very soon. So very excited to see what the Lakers can get from this rookie here, and he is, I think, probably one of the most athletic players on this team already. So this is more athletic than maybe a Jackson Hayes, and then maybe even more athletic than a Jared Vanderbilt and LeBron James. So this kid can really get after it on the defensive side of the ball because of that superior athleticism. And when I talk about superior athleticism, this guy is like head above the rim type of verticality when it comes to his athleticism. So he is very athletic. He's got a pretty good sized wingspan. He's 6'8", very big build. So he is a solid, sturdy wing size player. So this is another player the Lakers can definitely utilize in spots. Obviously, he's not going to get a lot of minutes once the whole regular rotation is back, because once you have guys like LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia, all those guys are going to play over Adou Thiero. So Adou Thiero is mainly going to be in the G League for most of the season because that's where his playing time is going to be. However, though, if he is able to make an impact here as a rookie, just because of his superior athleticism, some of the things that he can do on the defensive side of the ball, because the offensive side for him is kind of lacking behind. He is more just of a rim runner and a lob threat, just more of a transition threat in this point in time. He is a guy that can do some stuff with the ball in his hands, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to have the ball in his hands, because you're going to have to have Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, LeBron James all ahead of him in, obviously the pecking order, and even guys who are more secondary ball handlers. So guys like Marcus Smart, Gabe Vincent when he comes back, even Jake LaRavia is going to handle the ball a lot more than Adou Thiero would. So he is going to be lagging behind on the offense side of the ball, but there is a chance where he can make an impact defensively. And I do think it is very possible that he is going to get in these last 2 games here of the road trip for the Los Angeles Lakers, and they can use his athleticism, his energy, some of that things the Lakers kind of been lacking here in some of these games here. Obviously, in that game against Oklahoma City Thunder where they lost by 1,000,000 points, and then the game they lost to the Atlanta Hawks, where the Hawks were just a more athletic team and they were just, you know, running and just hustling harder than the Los Angeles Lakers. So having just a rookie that can just kind of go will really change things up for the Los Angeles Lakers in some of those, you know, slower parts of the game, and can maybe even swing the game in your favor if you can have a rookie that sort of comes in there and just wreaks havoc, just grabs a whole bunch of rebounds, blocks a couple shots, makes some defensive plays. So just things of that nature that Adou can do right now. So hopefully he's able to get on the court here within these next couple of games. I'm hoping for both. It's probably going to be one of these games, whether it's the Pelicans on Friday or it's going to be the Bucks on Saturday. But we will find out soon, and we will cover it here on Lakers Digest. But guys, one more thing for us. There is still 50% of you who have recently watched our videos who are not yet subscribed to the channel just yet. And if you guys want more of that Laker news, Laker updates, trade rumors, game recaps, just every and all things LA Lakers, you guys can come right here to Lakers Digest. All right, I have been your host, Okechi Apakama, and I will catch you guys on the next one.